1970 Mark 1 Ford Capri XL, 3 litre V6 manual car, this one. It's a fresh import from South Africa. We've got a Nova number here for it. The current keeper of this car, the owner, the vendor of this car, has sent away and applied for UK road registration, so we're hoping that's going to be here before the sale. So it has been applied for, all the forms have been done, so like I say, we are hoping that is going to be here before the sale, so it'll have UK road registered. If not, we have got a Nova number, like I say. It's a 3 litre Essex V6, this one, Mark 1 in red and black with some louvers on the back there. We'll start off with the bonnet, work our way around, and we'll go for an engine startup. Lovely and straight up the bonnet, all nice and red and shiny. There's a few sort of bird poo marks in the paint here and there, and there's a sort of little band of crazing there where I think it's had a sticker on at some point. Again, the odd little mark underneath the paint here and there, but all in all, nice and shiny, nice and red. No major dings or dents, but a few little bits underneath the paint. Around the windscreen, no corrosion. Across the top of the roof, again, no big rusty holes or anything nasty like that at all. All nice and level across that front scuttle. As you come around the right hand side, again, no corrosion down there. Granted, it wants a new windscreen seal. We'll jump up on the roof. All nice and level. There's a few little marks in the paint, like I say, and the odd bird poo mark on the paint there. Good polish would square most of that away. You can see a few little bits underneath the paint there. Back down the bonnet again, some lighter scratches as well on the bonnet in the paintwork there, but a good clean and polish would square most of that, I would like to think. Headlights are nice and clear, the grill's all straight across the front. The bumper corners are good, the corners of the wing are nice and straight. No big dings or dents. We'll do the lower valance as well, so you can have a good look at that. Some light pitting and some light scratching in the chrome bumper itself. Overriders are okay. Have a good look across the bottom of there, all right. As we come round the wing onto the left-hand side, a little bit of a mark on the front, on the right-hand side. Sorry, I'll get you left and right one day today. Been one of those days, I apologise. A little bit of a mark there on the right-hand front wing. No major gouges out of there at all. Nice and tidy across the wing itself and across that arch. Lovely and straight up the wing top. You've got the black decals. So a thick stripe, 2 little stripes either side. Up the top of the wing onto the scuttle. All nice and level down the rest of the wing. On a little bit of a car park and dent on the front. The arch itself is lovely and straight. There's lovely body lines. They're all nice and straight as well. Put your hand behind the arch. A nice solid metal lip all the way around that front arch. You see the body lines are lovely and straight. They all lined up onto the doors. Lower half of the sill section, a little bit of a mark there on the bottom of the wing. I'll go nice and slow. There's a few stone chips across there. Nice and straight up the bottom of the driver's door. A little bit of bubbling in the paint here and there across the top of the driver's door. Again, your black decals sort of go throughout. Bullet wing mirrors on there. Some light scratching there across the top of the aluminium trim work there. No heavy scratching around the handle. A little bit of pitting in the handle itself. And a few little bits underneath the paint. Again, you got a little bit of a scratch there on the back of the door. Nice and straight and square around that lovely rear arch and the body line. A few little bits in the paint here and there. All the grills are there as well. Again, put your hand in that arch there. Again, nice and sharp. Some crazing to the fuel cap there. You can clearly see that as you come down that lovely rear quarter, and it sits nice and straight down that side. Around the body line and the rear valance, we'll have a good look at the rear valance. I'll go nice and slow as I work our way around this valance here. Nice and slow there. Rear bumper, some very, very light pitting and some small scratches in that. A little bit of a crack in the rear light. Across the boot, as you'll see, the boot's black. It's all sort of done with the black louvers. The boot itself's got some scratching in the paintwork there. And around the louvers, again, a bit of paint flake around these plastic louvers. I believe they're plastic. They might even be metal, actually. But they're all okay. As we come down the boot lid, it's nice and level and straight across the back. Granted, not everyone's taste with the louvers on, but it's sort of period correct. As we come round on the left-hand side, again, nice and straight down this side. See how level it is. Sits lovely level. All the body lines match up. The roof's all okay from this side. Again, a few little bits in the paint and the odd mark here and there. More importantly, no corrosion again. coming through on the paint side of things on that left-hand rear arch. The body line is lovely and straight onto the door. A few lighter scratches in the paintwork here and there. And the odd bird poo mark, but nothing really to write home about there at all. A few little bits underneath this black paint above the top of the doors. Again, you've got the decals running all the way down the side. I'm not sure if they're stickers. I think they actually might be paint. I know this stuff here is definitely paint around there. So the tops are paint. And I think the thinner pinstripe is definitely vinyl, but that's definitely paint there. All nice and straight around the handle. No heavy pitting at all around there. Across the lower half of the section, have a good look at that. Got a slight deeper scratch on the bottom of the passenger door, but again, not major. And the paint's a little bit hazy on the top half of the door. But like I say, good difference of a good clean and polish, you never really know. Nice and straight down the rest of the passenger door as I come that front arch once again. Nice and hard and sharp behind the wheel arch, no rust coming through at all. On the paint side of things, we'll do the sill section once again and have a good look at that from the left hand side. Onto the interior now. Front door card is all okay. A little bit of wear, a few little rips to the actual handle armrest itself, that's the driver's side. The seat itself, we've got a bit of a rip on the side of the driver's bolster, a little bit of a nick there, but apart from that, the rest of the seat's all nice and tidy, nice and soft as well. It doesn't crack when you sit on it. It's all nice and soft there. Great carpet set throughout. Across the top of the dashboard, we've got no cracking. All nice and level. The dials are nice and easy, clear, no cracks in those. Centre console's all standard, nice and tidy down the centre console. A few little bits of cracking to the wood, presumably off the heat there. You got an aftermarket steering wheel fitted as well. Headlining, a little bit of a nick out the middle of the headlining there, and a little bit at the back. You can see there's a few little bits, little rips and tears in the back. The seats fold forward as they should. Back to the seats are lovely and tidy. The rear seats are nice and straight, nice proper four-seater with the individual seats there. No rips or tears out the rear seat to that, and stay all nice and straight in there. We come round into the boot now. Get the key to pop it open. See how many attempts it takes us to find the right key. Oh, first time, there we go. Into the boot now. Got some rubber mats there. See the boot floor, lift that up there. A bit of flaky paint in there, and it wants a grommet and a patch. I presume that was a drain hole at some point, but we'll go underneath it and have a good look. Rest of it looks to be okay, but you can't see that there on the boot floor. Onto the left hand side now, front door card. Again, all okay, bit of wear to the handle and to the armrest. The seat itself's nice and level, no rips or tears. A little bit of a nick out the side there, but again, all nice and soft, not going to fall apart when you sit on it. This one folding forward as it should. I think that's a weird thing to show, but sometimes it don't work and it is a bit inconvenient. Nice and tidy in the back there, no rips or tears from the left hand side. On the dashboard again, nice and tidy from the left. This is the 3 litre V6, this one. I'm going to pop the bonnet open, we're going to have a good look in there, and then we'll go for a nice engine start up. Into the bonnet now. When I find the release, I know it's there somewhere. Right, bit of dodgy camera work when I get that bonnet up, so we can have a nice good look in there, at the inner wings, where we normally get corrosion. Nice and straight down there. All nice and tidy under the engine bay. Gonna fire it up here for you now. Again, I find the right key. Bit of dodgy camera work for a second while I get the key sorted. There we go, that's the right key. Straight in the knife there. No hesitation at all from that Essex V6. Firing straight in the life. No nasty noises from that there. And there you have it. The 1974 Capri XL Mark 1 3 litre V6 manual gearbox. Like I say, the current vendor has sent away all the paperwork to get this UK registered. We have got the Nova number here, but hopefully that'll all be registered by a time for the auction.